All right, we want to rationalize what you can see here for post-UTME and UTME students. Now, if I should go further to rationalize this, you may not understand. So before we dive into it, there is this one trick you should know that is going to aid your speed whenever you see this type of expression in rationalizing. So now look at it. We call it conjugate of sort. Remember that A plus B bracket A minus B. If you expand this bracket, you are going to result to A square minus B square. Take note. Now, what if we have bracket root A minus plus root B, close bracket, another bracket root A minus root B. What is the answer going to result? Now, conjugate of sort is when the product gives us a rational number. Then as you can see here, if you expand this bracket, you're going to get the square of the individual numbers that we have here. Now, what about this one? If we expand the bracket, we are going to have the answer to be bracket root A squared. This one minus bracket root B square, just like we have here. But right now, we are adding the square because the square was with it in the bracket. If you expand it, you result to this. But then, this root cancel this square, we're going to have A minus this root cancel this square, we're going to have what? B. Hence, this is our final answer gotten from this expression, expanding it. And that is what we call conjugate of sort. Conjugate of sort is when the product, as you can see, give us a rational number without the square anymore in it. So this is our answer. Now, this is going to aid our speed in solving this expression. Let's write it here so that we can always remember it. So this and bracket minus this is going to give us A minus B. You remember. Now let's go on solving this. So that A solution from the question we have 3 plus root 2 all over root 5 plus root 3. When we mean rationalizing, what we are telling you is that in the denominator, we cannot have a root in the denominator, as you can see here. Hence, to rationalize it is going to help to eliminate this square root over here. And to rationalize it, you're going to use the denominator and form a fraction. If you're forming the fraction, if it was initially positive, the sign will become negative, both at the numerator and the denominator. If it is negative, the sign becomes positive both at the numerator and the denominator. So let's go further. Now, 3 plus root 2 all over root 5 plus root 3. Now, I'm rationalizing with this denominator multiply by this denominator, forming a fraction. This sign here will become negative because it was initial positive. At the numerator, I'm going to write root 5 minus root 3. Also, at the denominator, I'm going to write root 5 minus root 3. I have rationalized it. Now, I need to work it out to see what is possible. Now, this multiplied by this, I will incubate it in a bracket, 3 plus root 2 bracket root 5 minus root 3 and all over. As you can see, I have root 5 plus root 3 and this here is also in a bracket with root 5 minus root 3. Now, if you remember what I taught you over here, we have what we call conjugate of sort. Where can we find that? If you look closely, root B, root A minus root B. I have root 5 plus root 3, root 5 minus root 3. So these numbers are the same, just the sign, just like this one. But this one now are not the same. As you can see, I have 3 roots plus root 2 and root 5. So they are not the same, but these ones are conjugate. Now, because they are conjugate, I will not waste my time on expanding this denominator. I'm just going to say it's going to be all over, just like we have A minus B. It's just going to be 5 minus 3. Hope you understand. Now, I'm now going to open or expand this bracket. Expanding this bracket, you're going to have 3 multiplied by root 5. You're going to give us 3 root 5. 3 multiplied by minus root 3 is going to give us minus 3 root 3. Root 2 now multiplied by root 5 is going to give us plus root 10. Root 2 multiplied by minus root 3 is going to give us minus root 6. Now, this is what we have in the end. Now, if you look closely again, you find out that we can simplify this denominator because we have 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3, can I clean this? Yes. 5 minus 3 will give us 2. And then if you look at the numerator, we have root 3 root 5, 3 root 3 plus root 10 minus root 6. Now, in this case, you find out that they don't have an equal root. Because of that, we cannot simplify further. Assuming I still have maybe something like root 2 here and root 2 here, I'm going to work it out together. Or root 3 here and root 3 here, I'm going to work it out. But you find out that these roots are not the same thing. None of these roots are the same thing. So because of that, we can't work anything on it. So the answer of this numerator still remains the same. So I'm going to put it here. 3 root 5 minus 3 root 2 plus root 10 minus 6. All right, so this is what we got, but then this is not our final answer. Now, if you look closely, half of this means all of this divided by 2. We can write it as 1 over 2 bracket root 3 root 5 minus 3 root 3 plus root 10 minus root 6. This is our final answer. You can see it's the same thing, just like I made this to become half. So you see how we work it out here. Hope you understand. If you don't understand, have any question, let me know on the comment section. Now, question number 2. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Now we have 2 root 2 plus 3 root 3 all over 4 root 3 minus 2 root 2. And because we have started to solve, we need to rationalize, right? We're going to use this number form a fraction multiplied by, because this is negative, is going to become positive, so that 4 root 3 plus 2 root 2 all over 4 root 3 plus 2 root 2. Now, according to our knowledge of what? Conjugate of sum, we can see that these two sums result to A plus B, just like we used to do it with what? Denominator. Now, our problem is that we have a number and then a rational number. What are we going to do here? What we need to do here is, if you remember from the initial point, this A was bracket root A square minus bracket root B square before this cancel this. So this is the way we are going to express this. And I'm going to express this as what? Bracket 4 root 3 square minus bracket 4 root 3, minus bracket 2 root 2 square. Hope you understand. Now, this other one, we put in a bracket because they are not conjugate. Why are they not conjugate? If you look closely, we find out that we have root 2 plus 3 root 3, and we have 4 root 2, so they are not the same thing. But this one are the same thing, just the difference is this positive and negative. So that is why we say they are conjugate, because they are going to result us to a what? A rational and irrational number. So we have close brackets, this one 2 root 2 plus 3 root 3 and 4 root 3 plus 2 root 2. Now what we're going to do is root 2 root 2 is going to multiply by 4 root 3. We're going to use number to number and root to root. So 2 multiplied by 4 is going to give us what? Going to give us 8. Root 2 multiplied by root 3 is going to give us root 6 plus root 2 multiplied by 2 root 2. 2 root 2 multiplied by 2 root 2 is going to give us 4 root 4. Now 4 root 4, 4 root 4 is what if this multiplier is going to give us. Now root 4 is 2 multiplied by 4 is going to give us what? 8. Now we go again using this one. 3 root 3 multiplied by 4 root 3. 3 root 3 multiplied by 3 is going to give us 12. And then root 3 multiplied by root 3 is going to give us root 9. But root 9 is equals to what? 3 multiplied by what? 12. 12 multiplied by 3 is going to give us 36 plus 36. Still this multiplied by this. 3 root 3 multiplied by 2 root 2. 3 multiplied by 3 is going to give us 3 multiplied by 2, I mean to say, is going to give us 6. And root 3 multiplied by 2, root 2 is going to give us root 6. So I'm done with up here. And this is now all over. Now from here, this is going to be raised to power and this is going to be raised to, because they are joined with multiplication. So the power is distributive to two of them. So now 4 to square is going to give us 4 times 4, which is 16. And then 3 to square, this will cancel this to give us multiplied by what? 3. All right, minus bracket 2 root 2, 2 to root 2 to square. I mean to say it's going to give us 4. And this one, this cancel this multiplied by 2. Now, finally, I want to clean this. Should I? Thank you. Now, finally, we have um 8 root 6 plus 8 plus 36 plus 6 root 6 all over. So that in this case, we have this expression. Now, 16 times 3 is going to give us what? It's going to give us 48. Yeah, 48, and minus 4 times 4 is going to give us 8. And this minus this is going to give us what? 40. Now we are left over with the numerator. What we are going to do? If you look at 8 root 6 and 6 root 6, they are the same thing because they have the same root number. So what is going to happen here? We're going to use this and add with this so that 8 root 6 plus 6 root 6. Like I said, it just means like we have maybe 8 biscuit plus 6 biscuit. Now 6 plus 8 is going to give us what? Put into 10, and what's remaining? 4. We have what? 14 root 6. 8 plus this is going to give us what? Put in 5, you're having 41, and then put in 3, you're having 44, plus what? 44. And it is all over 40. Now, is this our final answer? No. If no, let me know in the comment section. If yes, let me know in the comment section. Now, this could furthermore be expressed because if you notice, 20 something can divide this and divide it, but we're not going to do it because this expression is not hold with multiplication, it's hold with addition. Now, according to fraction, we found out that before this expression was in this form, the might has been already in this form here, which is 14 root 6 all over 40 plus 44 root all over 40. This is what it was initial according to fraction. So when you now see this, you just call it one word denominator and join this together. So that is what we have just done here. Now, what do we have to do? We have to check if something can divide this further, or can something really divide it? Yes. Now, if you come to here, there we have 14. Now, in this 14, 2 divide will give us 7, and 2 divide will give us what? 20. So I'm having 7 root 6 over 20. Now it's going to be plus. Now what is going to divide this? If you look at very well further, 4 divided this will give us 11. 4 divided this will give us 10. We're going to have 11 over 10. Now in this case, this is our final answer. But I might do it in this form. I want to put it in this form. Let 11 over 10 come first, and then I'm going to add it with 7, 6 over 20. This is our final answer. Hope it was simple. Let me know in the comment section. Now, finally, I want you to try this. So it is very easy. All you need to know is this conjugate. And once you have it there, know that you're going to go and apply it at the denominator. This is where you're going to apply it at the denominator. So that's what you need to do. Then you follow suit my method. Thank you for liking. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, if you need an online class for Post-UTME or JAM, or you have a brother or sister, my online class, mathematics class, is very free. You WhatsApp me on 081-539-57022. But this is how you have to do for me. You have to, maybe if you're in a school, if you WhatsApp me, you're going to tell your classmate about the online class. You will create a group, you add everyone you know that is in need of that particular examination. I'll tutor you guys for free. That is me, Mentor Paul Academy. Don't forget to subscribe and comment the answer on this question on the comment section. See you on my next video. Bye bye.